Hey guys, what's up? This is RKO Peeps back with another Raw review. This is October 18th, 2010. Uh, and as you can see, I got my Raw t-shirt on with my Raw colors, Not saying that I want Raw to win, but I just happen to have a Raw t-shirt, so why not throw it on? But, um, let's get to the review real quick. It's going to be a short review. I'm trying to get through this because I'm just sort of tired. Alright, first off, guys, Teddy Long comes out and says he's taking over Raw tonight. But then, hold up, the GM does his little flashy and noise stuff. And then the GM comes on and Michael Cole's like, and I quote, blah, blah, blah. The GM says, I order you to get out of my ring right now, or else, whatever. Then Teddy Long disconnects the GM's laptop and then introduces Team Smackdown, and they come out and they're in the ring. And then Miz comes out. He makes a little couple jokes here and there, you know how he is, him in his mouth. And then he's saying that how Team Raw will win, and he introduces his team, which the final seventh member on Team Raw is Ezekiel Jackson. He's made his return back to Raw. It's been a long time. He still looks ripped as fuck, and yeah. And I can't wait to see him do more soon. But he's the final member on Team Raw, so to me, SmackDown looks better overall as a team. But you never know how this might play out in the main event at Bragging Rights. So I'll talk about that in my Bragging Rights review, my Bragging Rights predictions video later this week. And then Big Show challenges Miz to a match tonight, captain versus captain match. So the Miz versus Big Show is set for tonight later on. Then next we have the first match, the Dashing Chosen Ones versus the Hart Dynasty. Drew McIntyre and Dashing Cody Rhodes picked up the win, and it's looking like Hart Dynasty's like little by little gonna be splitting up. I don't know why WWE is gonna split them up. Who else do they have for the tag team champions to face? I don't know. You tell me. I have no clue. Then we got Cena and Orton backstage. Orton thinking in his mind, telling Cena that he better not attempt to help a Wade Barrett win at Bragging Rights, or else he's going to get a punt to the head. And then Cena comes right back with the threat himself and says, if you even put your foot near me, I'm going to break your leg off, or something like that. And then we got the second match, Goldust finally now getting some more action on Raw instead of on Superstars. He versed Zack Ryder. He beat Zack Ryder. And then DiBiase comes out, runs to the ring. He attacks Goldust. He can't attack himself. DiBiase attacks Goldust, and then Goldust counters and does his finisher and just stands tall over DiBiase. So they might as well just have a match at Bragging Rights just for the hell of it, Then we have Nexus and John Cena backstage. Barrett told Cena to give it his all against McGillicuddy and Harris for later tonight. Cena's surprised because that's the first time he's actually agreed with him or whatever. Let him do what he wants to do. So yeah, and then we have that kid from the Big Show's movie, Knucklehead. He also was in Role Models. That's where I remember him from. He's playing SmackDown vs. Raw. He's Big Show he's beating up the Miz, whatever. Then Miz comes up behind him. They both trash talk each other with him holding him up like that, Then he then Miz thinks that Riley's right behind him, so he says, "Here, Riley," and it's Big Show helping out the little kid. You know, this little kid's got a mouth on him. It's pretty sweet. Um, then we go to the third match, which is John Cena and Randy Orton versus Michael McGillicuddy and Husky Harris. Um, yeah, it was a no-brainer who was going to win this match. You know, you got these two big main eventers against these two rookies that didn't even win NXT season 2. So you already know who's going to win this match, you know. But the ending was good for this match. Randy Orton, Husky Harris tries to attack Randy Orton. Randy Orton pushes him into the corner, not knowing that John Cena's right there. John Cena's Husky Harris goes right into an add-to adjustment, and then Randy Orton hits the RKO on Michael McGillicuddy. They get the pin, they get the win, and then Cena goes to shake Randy Orton's hand, but Barrett comes out with Nexus, and he demands and refuses for Cena to shake Orton's hand. If he does so, he's fired. Whatever, you know the drill. The Nexus comes out. Well, they're already out. Whatever, and they tell Cena to sit to the side by their announcers, and then Nexus just goes. They just go at it on Orton. They tear him up. Whatever, and Cena just can't do anything but watch, or I don't even think he did watch, but then Barrett orders John Cena to do the add-to adjustment on Randy Orton in the middle of the ring. John Cena, of course, doesn't want to do it, but, he goes in there. I mean, what's the big deal? He's done it to Orton before, even though Orton's so-called a tweener face, whatever. It doesn't matter. They've had a big-ass feud last year around bragging rights, may I add. And then he goes about to do the add-to adjustment. Barrett's like, no, I'll finish him off. So he does his finisher, whatever, his sloppy finisher, and then then that's that segment. Then out of nowhere, this loudmouth, ugly woman, sorry Eddie, sorry, but she comes out. Vicky comes out and talks, whatever, excuse me, and introduces her boyfriend, Dolph Ziggler. Mr. Ziggles, whatever. And then Ziggler is coming out bragging about having Vicky as a girlfriend or whatever. It's like, really? And then Daniel Bryan comes out and saves the day with his awesome superhero music, and tries to take some shots and jokes on Ziggler. But then Daniel Bryan offers a challenge to Dolph Ziggler to face him at bragging rights in a Smackdown vs. Raw match. I thought maybe they were gonna have this. They were gonna unify the titles, but I was like, nah, not yet. I mean, it would have been a good opportunity, but no. Anyways, we can talk about that. I know that was a dumb idea right there, but fourth match, Natalya, whatever, versus Alicia Fox. Woohoo! Natalya wins. Lay Cool comes out, whatever, blah blah blah. Then we got the best part, the main event. Big Show versus The Miz. Awesome. But guess what? It didn't happen because both rosters were out there, and Theodore Long, came out and says, alright, since we have both rosters out here, we are going to do a Smackdown versus Raw Battle Royal. Now, holla holla players, whatever, his term slang. So then we go, no more Miz versus Big Show. Instead, it's Raw versus SmackDown, a Battle Royal rosters. It's whatever, it's Battle Royal. Woohoo. The Swagger, I guess Edge pushed Swagger out by accident or something, and then Swagger gets revenge and pulls Edge out. This is all towards the end. Pulls Edge out, He goes for the ankle lock. He's got it tight, and then Edge is out for a while. Miz is on the other side, just like creeping, like he's like lowered, like below the first rope, and he's just creeping down there, like Hornswoggle would or something. And then so the last three people were Big Show, Easy, Jackson, and Sheamus, and then of course, uh, Big Show overcomes Sheamus, but then he pushes them over. They push Big Show over the rope. Miz goes and runs, and tries to lift his leg over the thing. That didn't work out. But then Sheamus tried to help, and Edge came and just speared him out of nowhere. Pretty awesome spear if you tell me. Um, and then basically Edge and Big Show get the win. Team SmackDown wins the Battle Royal. I'm sorry if I'm not all like hyper like I used to be or whatever. I'm just tired as fuck. But then they just raised. They go to the backstage segment. I'm sorry, guys. They go to the backstage segment. Bear demanding Cena to raise his hand in like victory. Then Cena does it in frustration and just walks off. So that's the end of the Raw. Raw was not that great, to be honest. At least I didn't think so. Just a typical SmackDown versus Raw PG stuff that I expected. So, not much to talk about. Sorry that I didn't do a good job on this review. I know, but there will be more. And I will see you guys Friday or maybe Thursday for my prediction video for Bragging Rights, and then Friday for maybe a SmackDown review, maybe. So I will see you guys later this week. Peace.